sports is one of the key pieces of our community and of our heritage and the unification of our people, and it's something that from day one, especially being a sports person myself, I've taken a lot of flack for why is sports not in the ministry. So we always we always knew that this is something that we had to address. And it's to the point that none of the names throughout this ministry have been changed, so it still had the old ministry name up there. So it didn't want to do something and then incur the cost again. So he knew it was on the list of things to do. And I think that this is just a great time to do it when you look at all the sporting events that we've had. It's Cup match season. We've just finished, a very successful Island Games. We've just finished the fishing tournament, the junior sailing, the cricket. I mean, there's so much that's just been happening. So I figured this is a really good time to just make that change. And it was signed off by the governor, I believe, yesterday. So we just figured we'll just get right to it and make the announcement.
Now, you will recall when you were sworn in, and in our first interview,
Yeah.
I mentioned the word sport is not in the
Yes.
ministry, and when will this be addressed? And
Right.
I've said it to you a number of
Yes.
times.
And I
Why?
think I've said it will be addressed.
Yes, you have.
Yes.
Yes, you have. But you indicated that we've hosted all these events. But what was the significant thing that ultimately made the change come about at this point in time?
Well, I just think it was a timing thing. It's something that's been out there. If you recall, back in December we had that conversation, and I think we've had that conversation multiple times since then. Certainly people have had that conversation with the premier and I. So it's been something that's been out there, and know that it's something that had to be addressed. But you know what? There's you know so many significant things that we've had to address, because this country is in bad shape. So although it was something that's important, it's just kind of the time to get around to actually make it happen is not till now.
So I can rightfully call you now the minister of sport and not the minister responsible for
Exactly, and
sport.
if you notice, like most of the sporting events I go to, I'm just referred to as the minister of sports anyway. So I think it's kind of it's become, depending on where I am, I'll be introduced to different places. I mean, 9 out of 10 times, even this past this last week, I was just introduced as the minister of sports because, it was just consistent.